What's up, guys? GK Critics here. I'm Guy.
I'm DKD.
Thank you so much for joining our channel and watching our video. And today we have an exciting review. This is Loki Season 2, my most anticipated TV show of the whole year. Like the whole year. Actually, not just this year. Since last episode of Loki Season 1,
Yeah.
I've been craving to get it.
Yeah.
Like a follow up on whatever
Mm.
we saw in the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're about to talk about it, and we will also in a second part of the video kind of give some theory about what's going on, what can happen, and we will also rate the show so that you can know exactly how we rate this out of 10. So I'm gonna start by letting you tell us what you thought.
So one thing that I love. First of all, one thing I'm gonna say something I love about the Loki TV show is that this TV show made me actually realize that it made me see that actually it's not over yet with Marvel, because after Endgame, with the TV show that kept coming, I was like, okay, this is just Marvel trying to get some money and everything.
Yeah.
But then the whole concept of multiverse came in, Kang came in, and then it said, okay, so we're going somewhere, and this is going crazy, like multiverse stuff, timeline stuff. So I would say this episode for season 2 is a fresh return for the Loki TV show, but I would say also for Marvel, because I'm not gonna talk about something called Secret Invasion. I'm not gonna talk about this because that thing, whatever it was, left such a terrible taste in my mouth that I didn't want to hear anything else about
We
Marvel.
didn't even review
I
it.
did I Because it's not worth doing a review. That's why that, like, we can't review something we know nobody's gonna watch,
Yeah.
because but this TV show, first of all, they're not wasting time at all. We pick up right where we left it, and then we go back to the characters and what I love also about the TV show, they focus on the characters, on their chemistry, and it made me realize that's why I love this TV show, because I love these characters. And they also introduced a new character that I already love, the OB character.
Yeah.
I was enjoying this character because the actor, I apologize, I don't know the name. He was amazing in the movie Everywhere, Everything, Everywhere, all at once, with Michelle Yao.
Yeah.
He was amazing in that movie. That movie was just perfect, and that was the multiverse movies that we're hoping with
And
Doctor
now
Strange,
it's coming in
and
this.
now it's coming in this. That was actually even better. So yeah, this, I would say it's really good for Loki to be back, and I feel like for me, who love the whole thing about multiverse stuff, I really enjoy this episode, and I can't wait to see where we're going next. So yeah, that's my overall of the whole episode. What about
That's
you?
I mean, that's a good debrief of your thoughts.
Yeah,
And for me, man, you really did exceed my expectations, because I was waiting for it, and I was like, are they just gonna skip? And like, I was just thinking about how are they gonna resume from wherever they left it in season 1.
yeah,
And I loved the fact that they showed us in the beginning of the show that he didn't go in an alternate universe
it's not.
as we thought. It's actually in the past
of the TVA.
of the TVA, and then in the future, and then in the past, and back and forth.
Yeah.
Right? And I enjoyed it so much. I missed that energy between Mobius and Loki.
Yeah.
So much. The way they say funny thing while being serious. It's so good to watch. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
is.
happy. This is the first episode, and I really hope that they keep the same energy, they keep the same pace.
Stay consistent.
Exactly. Stay consistent. I loved Obi. Obi stole the show in
Yeah,
whatever
he
scene he
did.
was in. He was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it was also cool to see the paradox that was happening with people in the TVA saying, hey, we need to stop pruning people. We were actually doing atrocities and
Yeah.
everything. And then we have Loki coming back saying, you know what, we should keep doing it actually. Because
Yeah,
if
that
we
was-
don't,
Yeah,
it's actually going to be even
actually,
worse.
it's even worse.
So
yeah.
that guy was bad, but he was the least bad of the whole bunch
bunch.
coming. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
And also the fact that Sylvie, on the other hand, they show us like a post credit
Yeah.
showing Sylvie thinking that probably I'm 100% sure that whatever she is, she thinks that she saved the universe. Now everything is back to normal.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna spend a few times there, and then we saw that the TVA is actually searching for her. So probably that they want to kill her and then start pruning everything else again. I mean, that's Lady General that we
That's
saw.
the general.
So yeah, I'm so happy with what we got in the episode 1.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, I was like, damn, they still have
the juice.
They still have it.
And then we had.
They just have to know
and
how
then-
to use.
And then we had phase 4.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that hopefully the TV show stays consistent.
Yeah.
We need to know more about the whole things going on. We need to know more about Kang.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say. Wait, I'm gonna let you finish first because
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm
Okay.
just gonna yeah,
I
it's
feel like yes, it's okay because I feel like this TV show is the only thing that can fix the whole Kang stuff because
yeah.
after the horror of Quantum Mania, they need to fix that. This TV show is the only thing, first of all, that can fix the whole Kang stuff and the whole multiverse stuff to get us engaged. And also something that I loved about it in this first episode, they already focus only on the TVA. For example, Obi explaining like this place is the core of the TVA, and that's what I'm very curious. Like, where is the TVA located? Is it outside the multiverse, outside of timeline? So that's something like you remember in the post credit Quantumania, we saw the Council of Kang, and the whole time I was like, what is this place? Is that the same place as the TVA?
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm very curious. So I hope this show, as you said, stay consistent, focus on the yes, it can also focus on the characters as well because we already love the characters. So, but I also give a little more focus on the TVA because I feel like that's what we were lacking in the previous one.
It's
I
actually
feel like in the first season
the TVA is a character
yes
on itself.
on
So
itself.
they need to develop
They
that
need
part
to
as
focus
well.
on that one and see exactly. So theory wise, first thing first. Do you remember that part when we had a record of Kang talking with a Renslayer?
Yeah.
I was like,
So I think it was it was the
Is it
Victor
the-
Timely, I think.
you think it's the Victor Timely that we're gonna see?
The version of Kang, Victor Timely, who will be talking to her in the past, and
Yeah.
then in just the foundation of the whole TVA. And it's good to mention that we actually did have a little bit of Easter eggs about X-Men.
I saw the
You
X-Men,
that?
yeah. When I was
In the doors, I was like,
actually,
are we about to see?
actually, you know what's crazy? I didn't even notice the first time because I was so plugged in into the whole TVA
Yeah,
stuff.
me too.
I didn't even pay attention to. And then it's only when I rewatch, I was like, the
I was-
X-Men. And then actually, I think that there was a reaction that I was watching on YouTube. There was a guy who said, "It's Cerebro," and then that's when I realized it's actually the X door on the. on the- and I was like,
the first thing I saw when I watched that part was
Yeah.
like, nah, they're not gonna do that. They're not. And then at the end, I was like, okay, they didn't, because it would be absurd to
They-
just pop in X-Men.
Pop in
just
X-Men.
like that.
No.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a thought about it too.
Yeah.
So theoretically wise, Victor Timely definitely was the one on the tape. I don't know where Miss Minute is, but I would say that based on whatever we saw in the
Wait,
trailer,
are you sure? What if it's he who remains? What if it's the past? Because the part where he was when he was listening to the tape, it's in the past.
it's in the past, and
So-
Victor Timely is in the past too. So
Yeah.
I would say that it's. I would bet my money that it was Victor Timely, and that
You think it wasn't
was-
he who remains?
no, I think it was Victor Timely, and I think that he's the one who created Miss Minute. I'm basing everything on whatever we saw in the trailers,
Mm-hmm.
and in the trailers we saw Miss Minutes like a nerdy version of it,
Yeah.
and it looks like everything is happening at the time of Victor Timely. So I will bet my money that it's him, and that this season
I mean,
we're gonna follow him.
yeah,
We're gonna follow the creation of the TVA.
I hope we get to see that, because what was interesting in my mind, because it was in the past, I thought it was He Who Remains was talking with Valentin about how to lead the whole TVA, and then he wiped her mind, and then when he told Miss Minutes give that information to Renslayer, so he was giving her the information about what they discussed about. So for me,
So I'm debunking your theory by saying that He Who Remained, like whoever sent Miss Minute told something to what's her name again?
Renslayer.
Renslayer, yeah, and she opened the time door and she went. So that's why I think that she went in the past to
find
see Victor Timely,
and we see her in the
trailer. If we saw her, if she was talking to
but what if it was He Who Remained?
Yeah, it's not him, because
because
she would have joined him at the Citadel at the end of the time.
Because you need to understand, He Who Remained had a plan. He had a plan about the whole thing, because when Renslayer, he said, I want to know, he asked Miss Minute, she asked Miss Minute, I want to know everything about the TVA. And then when she went, he thinks this will be more useful. He thinks Kang sent me, and he thinks this will be useful. And she said, who sent you? She doesn't say anything. She said, bye, I'm out. And then that's for me. I think
you're overthinking.
Maybe I'm overthinking.
Overthinking.
Maybe that's me overthinking, making theories. I don't know. Is there anything else you wish to add? Because for me, one thing I can say is that the TV show, this episode was a great return for Marvel. That's what I think. I mean, because now
I will agree on that.
Marvel is very down right now, so I would say maybe it's one thing for sure. It brought us back our excitement for the whole.
How do you rate it? Out of 10?
I give it a 9.5.
9.5 is really good. It's really good.
What do you think?
You already know. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
It's a 10 out of 10 for you.
It was basically the return of my favorite TV show, the whole Marvel universe, and it really exceeded my expectations. So whatever I was thinking, the way they execute the whole thing was exceeding my expectations. So 10 out of 10 for Loki season 2, and I think it's well deserved. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Let us know in the comments if you like this format of reviewing each episode, or if you prefer us to review the whole TV show once it's out. And just thank you so much for watching the show, I was saying the TV show, but watching the video. And please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And thank you. Tell us in your comment section what's your biggest anticipation of this show, what's your theories. Let us know everything. This is the Jacker Critics, guys. See you soon. See you. Peace out.